Hi guys, JongLi here, back with another online commentary battle. This time it's me again, playing against Joe, and I'm playing as the Macedonians, and Joe is playing as the Greeks. So I picked Macedon, and he picked the Greeks, and Greeks are obviously not favoured here. I am favoured, so I was expecting to win pretty handily, so we'll see how that goes down, but we have I brought 6 Greek cav here, gold, 2 companion cav, gold, 6 gold archers, 2 Cretan archers which are bronze, pretty much, and 4 royal pikemen, and 3 of them are gold, 1 is like bronze, like silver gold or something. He's got 3 militia cav, so a lot less cav than I was expecting. He had 6 armored hoplites, including the general, 1 hoplite, and 1 Spartan. Wait, sorry, 2 hoplites? 2 hoplites, 1 Spartan, 6 armored hoplites, so very infantry heavy. And these armored hoplites are gold. He's got 6 gold archers and 2 Cretans, which are, looks like silver bronze or something like that, or maybe gold attack, I'm not sure. But yeah, so it's actually a lot, like, I've played against Joe a lot, or I think I have, because he goes under a lot of different names, but I kind of recognize the way he talks and his playstyle, so yeah. But I played against this guy a lot of times, and he seems to really like proactive builds, so I was expecting him to bring a lot more militia cav or a lot more Greek cav to complement that. And that's why I brought these 6 Greek cav, because I wanted to be able to respond to his things. I didn't go for the light lances, and that's because I expected to be proactive myself. So I expected to be trying to play close to these archers here with my light cav. So I wanted something with a bit higher defense, so because I didn't want to get shot and immediately die. So I brought these Greek cav, and yeah, they're a pretty stable unit anyway, so you're not too sad if you decide to take the Greek cav over the light lancers. The light lancers do offer you a bit of more punching power, I think, towards the end game, towards the late game, and for, I think, little micro plays against the infantry. The charge bonus is really helpful with the light lancers, but I think for general use, the Greek cav are a lot more forgiving, a bit more noob friendly, so I brought them, hoping they'd do the job. And these 3 militia cav, I've got my eye on them pretty much the entire game, or at least I try to keep my eye on them. Some of them run off and stuff, but I usually have at least a unit chasing them or something, and I periodically check them while they're running, so that wasn't too hard to micromanage, because only 3 militia cav, you'd expect me to be able to at least keep track of 3 cav units, because most CWB games have like 8 cav units running around, and you gotta track those. Granted, these are 3 light cav units, so they do run around and do fancy things a lot more often than the heavy cav units. Heavy cav units like these companion cav, I brought 2 of them mainly for the end game punching power, so I want to be able to like smash into some of these pikes in the late game, hopefully when they're engaged on my royal pikes, and route them pretty handily. And that's why I've got this companion cav here. I thought about using Macedonian cav, but the charge bonus on them is only 6, and the charge bonus on these guys is 9, so I wanted something with a bit more oomph on the engage, because I was planning to kind of charge these in maybe even only once, maybe for like a box situation, but yeah, even for cycle charges, and I wasn't planning on engaging these with any heavy cav, so yeah, I think these were the right choice, because I didn't need like a super high overall stats. I just needed some nice charge bonuses for my heavy cav, and I mean, they're going to compete very fine against the Greek cav, of course, and militia cav. So as you can see, I've got these Greek cav just floated around out on the outside, trying to outbox him, I guess you could say. They're in loose formation, so hopefully they don't get shot to bits, and this is why I kind of brought them, because if they were light lancers, I think they'd be a lot more susceptible to archer missiles, missile fire, that kind of thing. and I was definitely expecting him to bring a heavy missile build. I was expecting something like 6 armored hoplites and 6 regular archers, gold, and 2 cretins with pretty good upgrades, and then like a lot of light cav to annoy me. But he's actually gone for a very infantry heavy build, so I felt very like favored in this matchup. Just because infantry is like not as good as cav, generally speaking. It's not as mobile, and your game plan is very restricted. But I think there are a few opportunities here that I might have missed. I think I could have gone for maybe some sneaky pickoffs on some of these hoplites here earlier on in the game. I think that would have been possible. But he might have just seen them coming, right? Because the thing with playing these infantry heavy builds, you have to play very compact, and that's because you want to be able to get your infantry units to hot spots and locations that you got to protect very quickly. If you're spread out, it's very difficult to protect your infantry and your archers as well. So that's one of the major disadvantages in this game for bringing infantry heavy builds. But I get a pick off here. I was pretty happy with this one, catching 1 militia cav unit and routing it. I should have chased this off in hindsight, but I actually forget to, so that was a pretty big oversight on my part. I have a lot of archers scattered around as well. I'm not really marking them properly, so I was pretty unhappy about my performance in that respect. But I am keeping the militia cav at bay. This one's definitely coming back. 14 guys. I'm not sure why I didn't chase that off, because I had so much stuff just sitting around doing nothing. But yeah, I think I'm doing alright just protecting these green archers and stuff. And I do manage to catch this militia cav, but I'm scared of this armored hoplite. So I feel like he's been trying to I accidentally moved this cav unit in too far, but I feel like he's been trying to bait my guys into just running into these pikes, which he's been doing a fine job of doing. Because I think I did run one guy in, but he didn't get his pikes down in time, so I was able to get away, luckily for me. Again, I'm so pissed that I didn't chase this unit off. That I'm just this is actually generally not a good thing to do, I think. But I just right click and leave it, because I was pretty pissed that I didn't chase that off, so I wanted to kill it really bad. Got some green archers here. He's trying to pick off. That's okay. The archer fight is definitely favored for Joe here. He's actually done a really good job with the archer war. I think if I was in his position, I would have lost this archer fight a long time ago. That being said, I do still have a lot of angles on him, so most of my archers are here though, so that's not too good, but I do have some flank shots on him, flank angles, and I mean, I'm behind, but not by a terribly huge amount, so I'm not too stressed. I definitely still have a chance here, but I think if you just go by the stats, it's definitely favored for Joe. But if you go by the kind of mechanics of the game and how CWB plays out in general, I am still favored in this position, just because I have so much cav advantage, and my infantry can compete in some respects against these armored hoplites. So I was actually still like okay with the situation. I'd obviously prefer it to be better, but I think I've got him a bit stressed out as well, because he went for this. These kind of moves, which opened up a lot of stuff, and I realized at this point that, hey, maybe I can get some like pickoffs here on the archers, but I think that might have been a bait as well, because he was moving his militia cav back to protect them from this Greek cav unit, so I was like, maybe not. But he has a lot of units just floating around out here, so I was already kind of thinking at this point, maybe I can go for a pickoff on actually some of these infantry units. And yeah, I'm trying to make it work somehow. These guys are tired, these guys are winded, so I'm winning in fatigue there, so I'm just going to leave that unit running around for now. And he's moving back here, so I was thinking of a pick off on this unit already, because I have a companion cav here, and I have some Greek cav out here, so that's both sides, and I was feeling pretty good about that. This unit does get caught though. It is only 9 archers, but it's still 9 archers you want to keep. He doesn't manage to kill any of them, fortunately. But I have to get these archers back into position and shooting something worthwhile. I think some of them were shooting like the front of some infantry units, so that was not good. That being said, I think his archers have been pretty depleted now as well. He used a lot of these arrows. These Cretans have run out of arrows. These ones still have some arrows, so that's good for him. But I've cut down his archer numbers by quite a lot, and he's not going to be able to like. Our archers at the start were kind of even, so I've actually just kind of traded pretty evenly with him. Maybe at like a slight deficit, but generally speaking, I think I've traded pretty evenly with him, so I'm not too unhappy. Over here, my cav managed to catch his unit there and kill it, so finally did that, done and dusted. But I basically just chucked a bunch of Greek cav units to chase these militia cav. Because they're light cav and they're fairly evenly statted against the militia cav, I'm happy doing this. If they were heavy cav, like companion cav, I would be very unhappy having to chase this militia cav around, and I probably wouldn't do it. But because it's Greek cav, I'm feeling okay about it. So I'm moving my royal pikes here, hoping that, you know, he's going to be microing these militia cav units around, so I'm hoping these royal pikes can do a bit of work. So they're doing a bit of work against these armored hoplites, and at the same time I'm going to go for a charge, trying to cash these hoplites out. These are regular hoplites, my bad. And I managed to rout both of his units of hoplites here, I believe. So I'm pretty happy with that. Apologies guys. But yeah, I actually initially thought they were armored hoplite units, so I was a bit too ecstatic. But they were just regular hoplite units. But they were gold anyway, I think. So it was still good for me to rout them. I do accidentally get one of my Greek cav caught, but that's okay. It's not too much of a punish. It's fine to trade this one unit of Greek cav for like 2 units of gold hoplites, I think. I'm not sure if this comes back, because oh, it does come back. So I'm very sad now. I should have chased this one. Miss micro, but I was trying to kill these archers off because I wanted to be able to shoot a bit better. I felt like an archer unit would felt like killing a few archers would be nice. And I'm not sure why I did that. I think maybe I clicked on it too late. I don't know, but that was a mistake. I didn't lose much though, because I think he was also microing stuff. And yeah, these archers now are gonna be doing some okay work, just shooting the backs of some of these armored hoplites. I've got the Cretan over here as well, which still has arrows. This Cretan's run out of arrows though, so I'm gonna be trying to use this as an infantry unit now. Yeah, this militia cav still escaping my clutches, escaping the clutches of my Greek cav. This unit of 6 archers routes, while these units of 2 archers stick around. So this was, why don't you come back? Even the people with 2 units in them are staying. So he's going to break out now. Going to try and rush down some of my infantry here, I guess. And I guess just under the pressure of some of these guys. I'm not sure why, like skirmish mode was on, they should have run away, but they didn't. Maybe because guard mode was off, but whatever. So like these units are out, but I mean they're 3 people total, so not too upset. And I think I did manage to catch a small archer unit, so that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I ran pretty far away. I'm just trying to set up now for something good. And I think I managed to kill all his militia cav here. Oh no, there's still one left. This one actually turned around and killed my Greek cav unit. So that was a bit surprising. But it's down to like 12, which I'm actually fine with, because it's not going to be... like 12 guys isn't going to be too impactful in... like given the numbers in my infantry units. So it's not going to be too impactful for the time being. Yeah, so I'm trying to set up for a good infantry engagement. I was thinking of engaging him either head on or on the sides here, and I went for the sides just because he looks like really super prepared. to take me head on, so I didn't like my chances there. I'm gonna move to the sides and try to force him to box up a bit. I do need to try and get some infantry, like some free kills on this infantry actually, because I'm very behind in that respect. And he is probably just gonna box up. He is gonna box up at this point, because he might as well. I'm gonna lose some archers here though, but I wasn't really feeling it with these archers anyway. They're very tired, so they're not going to be doing much, and I couldn't be bothered protecting them, so I was getting a bit lazy. I still have this one Cretan here though, and I'm going to be just shooting a bit with them, so hopefully they do some work. And the fatigue on them is alright as well, so winded is pretty fine. Trying to find some angle to attack with these Cretan archers, but not going to find it. I'm just going to try and use the long pikes to their advantage. As you can see, a lot of my guys are poking, while a lot of his guys are not poking. So, yeah, as you can see, his pikes stop about here, where my mouse is. So, he's not able to attack my guys, but I'm able to poke his guys, so I was pretty happy with that. This one's a bit of a weird engagement, but I think I got the better of that. I think I have better structure. I moved this Cretan in to ward off his militia cav, and this is what I was talking about before. 12 militia cav is not very good against even my Cretan archers, so I'm pretty happy to just let these Cretan archers engage these militia cav, and these Cretan archers actually come out on top because they're exhausted mainly, and these guys are fresh, but also because yeah, these guys are just too depleted to be very effective now, so they're just gonna rout, and I only lost 2 Cretan archers here. I think they had 18 to start with, and yeah, so this cav unit I'm not too stressed about. I'm shooting some flaming arrows, because I was thinking about getting a charge into here, but I realized that like he had too many pikes pointing at my calves, so I'm not going to go for it. This unit gonna tight formation and try and get some kill shots probably. Some of these guys. These guys are like, the morale's too good, so the flaming arrows aren't actually doing much. I am still getting some good pokes in. Good pokes in here. But I wanted better pokes. I wanted pokes into the sides of the units. But he's just moving to kind of adapt to my moves. Here as well, I've just tried to get to the sides. This unit's a bit thin. I actually should have made this a bit thicker, because it is thinning out quite a bit. And they're not doing too well against these armored hoplites, because they're in their short pike range. So I'm gonna try and get them out of there soon, because this is bad. But clearly this guy's doing some work. There we go. He's killed one dude. Yeah, this one dude is just poking away, literally poking away at some of these dudes. And I'm gonna try and get another nice angle here. This is a pretty nice angle. These guys doing a lot of work now and not getting poked back in the process. Pike units are super strong in Rome 1 at least, because you can almost count them as a ranged unit in the fact that they don't have to make actual, like the meat of the unit doesn't have to make actual contact with an opposing unit to damage it. So you want to be using that to your advantage when you can, and that's why boxing up is pretty strong and that sort of thing. So if you can get kills for free, I mean, why not? But he's gonna start like pressuring me now, pressuring my sides now, and these armored hoplites are gonna pretty much rip apart my royal pikes. The defense on these guys is insane, and I think like they're pretty much a match for Sacred Band. I think they're only slightly weaker than Sacred Band, but they're still incredibly great value units and incredibly tough as well. I think they get overshadowed by the Spartans in a lot of newbie games, but I mean, these guys are great. I'm moving this unit here to support, maybe try and get some flank like pokes in, so that they don't kill these guys as fast. But these guys are dying fast, as you can see. Like, when these guys are in the meat of the unit, these armored hoplites, they are tough. The shields are massive, they're golden, and they're tough dudes. So I wasn't liking this engagement very much, to be honest. So it looks like this unit like overextended a bit, so he wasn't liking it too much either. But I don't really like this engagement all that much. Again, I'm going to try and get some poking action going. This Green Archer is going to come out to fight now and die. I've still got my archers going at it, shooting some flaming arrows, trying to get some routes going. I was trying to get some route going here because this unit is pretty overstretched. But yeah, I was thinking of like a charge. I've got my cav back in like a good position for a charge now, but still not sure how this is going to go. So I wanted to like whittle his infantry advantage down very, very slowly, bit by bit. But I think he's seen what I'm doing, so he's trying to be more proactive with his infantry now. And this is also fine for me because I split him down the middle pretty much. So he's pretty much got just this one Spartan unit and just this one armored hoplite unit to screen my cav off. And I think I'm gonna go for it now. Yep. So I'm gonna go for it now. I'm gonna go for a charge on this bunch here because the general's here. I'm gonna try and get this general to die. And my Greek cav gonna come in here. And this charge is actually terrible, so all that cav dies, but I managed to rout the general unit. It's just the general left in that unit actually, but a lot of my Greek cav die, but my two companion cav survived, so luckily I had them. But the general routes, so I'm pretty happy with that, and I'm feeling very favored now. And yeah, throw my Cretans in there. Yeah, get that charge in, and they're gonna die to the Spartans very quickly. But in the meantime, my guys over here are doing great. These guys only 7 left to like my 46 dudes. These guys 21 to 14. So I think this is still unfavorable, but I'm gonna just hammer and anvil this now. Do a back charge, kill that, and actually take the Spartan in the process as well. Hopefully, yep. So now it's these two guys, which are in actually a good formation. Actually, they're facing the right way and everything, so they're gonna hold out for a while. And it's just these two guys against the rest of my dudes. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed it. And great games to Joe. I played against him a lot. He's a great player.